So every time I've ever gone tubing, it's always been an adventure. And the story I'm about to tell you is no exception. I was in Arizona visiting my aunt with my mom, dad, and my 2 sisters. We decided we would take my aunt tubing. It started out as a normal tubing trip. We all got on the bus, got our tubes, we're riding through the river. When we got there, we got off, and we noticed that most of the people that came had large coolers and large speakers. We didn't realize this was a party destination, so we had just come with our tubes and our swimsuits. Everyone's riding along, and we come to a big opening. There's a lot of tubes gathered, people screaming, and we're wondering what's going on. We realize there's a lot of girls jumping off the cliff with no clothes on. Now, again, I'm with my family, so this is rather embarrassing. So we try to quickly get through, but of course there's a lot of tubes that are blocking the way to get out. So we're pushing our way through to get out. And in the meantime, my sister's top gets broken of her swimsuit. And this is, of course, what the crowd is looking for. They begin to get excited, so we try to hurry a little faster to get through the tubes, holding onto her top as we're riding along. This was the first little bump in the road, and we're feeling like, oh, I'm not sure if this is a great family adventure, but we're going to keep going. So we're riding along, and then my aunt drifts off to the side into a pile of sticks. I don't know if any of you have ever been tubing, but the rest of us couldn't stop, and we had to keep going. So my aunt was there sitting in the sticks. We're going down the river trying to find a place to stop to be able to help her. We stopped about probably 5 minutes down, and we're waiting and waiting, and she's not coming. And we're getting worried about her because my aunt's the kind of person that does get lost often. So this is not something that's rare for her. There is a path on the side that we could use to walk to get to her, but it's very difficult to get to the path, so we just wait, and finally she comes down. We're ready for the trip to be over, but it's not done yet. So we keep drifting down the river, and we see the place where you can get out. So we're kind of excited. Yes, the trip is almost over. This has not been the family adventure we thought it was going to be, but that's okay. And then I look to the side, and I see a man who's had way too much to drink, and he's having a seizure on the side of the path. I'm a pretty empathetic person, so I wanted to help him, but my family says, no, you need to just let the friends that are with him take care of him, and you need to get off, and we need to get home. So we get to the bus, and I just let the tour guides know what's happened because I'm pretty worried about him, and I want to make sure that he gets some help. So we make it home. We all feel kind of relieved. We're at my aunt's house hanging out. My cousins are there. They're very similar ages to us. I was 14 at the time. My sisters were 9 and 19, so my cousins are similar ages, and we're telling them the story of what happened, and they're not surprised at all. They say, yes, this is a popular party spot. We knew exactly. We've been there with some of our friends. So I learned that day, always ask locals before you try to go on a family adventure.